Humanity's final stand in BattleNet. As Yoon Se-jin walked closer to Yoon Se-ah, Diego lay unconscious on the ground. Yoon Se-jin stepped forward, his shadow falling over Yoon Se-ah as he stared down at her in complete silence. Suddenly, Lim Ga-young and Akari leaped in to attack him. Yoon Se-jin's gaze briefly flicked to the shimmering blade in Lim Ga-young's hand before he smoothly deflected both their strikes at once. Yoon Se-ah gasped. Her quiver was completely empty. Yoon Se-jin suddenly reached out, aiming to grab her. But in an instant, Yoon Se-ah vanished. Akari darted in from behind and shouted, "Die!" But Yoon Se-jin blocked her dagger with ease. Akari leaped back, yet Yoon Se-jin swung his sword and disarmed her mid-air, following through with a sharp slash. Then, without warning, Yoon Se-ah reappeared behind him with 3 dark arrows materializing in her hand. She pulled her bowstring taut. Yoon Se-jin sensed it, sweating as he looked back. Yoon Se-ah fired at point-blank range. A massive explosion rocked the arena. Lee Hae-yeon shouted, "Got them! That was close! Raid complete!" Yoon Se-ah stretched her arms and let out a bright, "Wah!" Lim Ga-young nodded. That mock battle against the Sword King was truly educational. Diego sat up groaning, just as Song Ji-han arrived. "Amazing," Song Ji-han said. Yoon Se-ah brightened. "Ah, uncle, are you finished with your training?" "You all have improved quite a lot," Song Ji-han replied. Diego grumbled. "Oh, Ji-han, that machine is so strange. I always end up dying first." Lee Hae-yeon sighed. "It is because you are a ranged dealer." Song Ji-han added, "It is only a simulation, but it reproduces about 80% of the Sword King from the past." "You all did remarkably well," Yoon Se-ah said cheerfully. "It is all thanks to her." "Simulation training is amazing," Lee Hae-yeon chimed in. "Yes, grow stronger and bring me more money." Song Ji-han blinked. "Money?" Lee Hae-yeon sweated nervously. "That simulator swallowed half of all the money I had." "Ah, my money." "That is not your money," someone muttered. "I do not know." "Money is important," she cried dramatically. As Song Ji-han listened, he glanced at Akari, who looked exhausted. Akari has been cooperative ever since the last stream, he thought. Then he said, "That is enough training for now. Earlier, Akari." Akari straightened. "Yes." "I have a favor to ask," Song Ji-han said. Lee Hae-yeon leaned in. "What?" "I cannot leave Ariel with Se-ah during the national games. I want to ask you to protect her instead." "And me," Akari stammered. Yoon Se-ah's eyes widened. In return, Song Ji-han continued, "I will do what I can to help you with your revenge, but if you act recklessly, you will die first." Akari pressed a hand to her chest, sweating, then bowed deeply. "I understand." Back in the present, Yoon Se-ah smiled at her. "You did great." Akari shook her head. "No, I can do better." Song Ji-han watched them and thought, "I hope time will mend the awkwardness between them." He turned to Se-ah. "Se-ah, how is your new class?" "Oh, Void Archer?" Song Ji-han recalled the system's message from the Shizuru ambush. "Void Archer, one who has stepped into the void. It is really amazing." Yoon Se-ah said, "Void arrow is completely undetectable by others. It lets you fire an arrow into the other world and ignore the distance between you and the target. Cloak of the Void also boosts defense. It is extremely overpowered, but the arrow cannot pass through physical obstacles." "You certainly went all out against your father," Song Ji-han said. "Well, I really wanted to beat him up. I thought it might knock some sense back into him." Song Ji-han sighed inwardly. "Just wait. No matter what, I will bring him back." He placed a hand on Yoon Se-ah's head. "Do not forget the risks of the Cloak of the Void. Tell me if anything happens." "Yeah," she answered with a grin. At the arena, a massive explosion erupted. Kim Dong-woo roared, "Wah ha ha ha! Come at me, weaklings. I can defeat all of you with my fists alone. Ha ha! So weak." Mo squinted from the stands. "Hey, is that Kim Dong-woo?" Joe nodded. "He was banned from overseas trips after that report at work. So that is why he is here? This is unranked, right?" "Right. He is messed up in the head." "Damn it," Kim Dong-woo growled. "I still do not feel any better." He shouted at the staff, "Hey, who is in charge of my connector? Clean it properly. You all are not trained well enough." The men looked away, annoyed. "That is enough," Mo said. Kim Dong-woo froze. What? "Who would listen to you?" Mo said lazily. "When you are like a tiger without teeth." "You," Kim Dong-woo snarled. "Do you want to test that?" But the arena manager burst in. "Kim Dong-woo, there was a report. We need to talk. Later. Banned from 2 matches? Nonsense." Kim Dong-woo shouted. "Let us see how well they do without me." A quiet voice behind him said, "Was it you, huh?" Vladimir Puntino stood there. The man who used to be on the national team now vents his anger on the free server. "I came to see it for myself." "Who are you?" Kim Dong-woo snapped. It is only a temporary suspension. I suppose you were never essential, Vladimir said calmly. Stop annoying me. Just die. Kim Dong-woo swung a punch and struck Vladimir's face. Blood dripped onto the arena floor. Vladimir wiped it slowly. You truly are not essential. You are far too weak. He leaped forward, raising his fist. Kim Dong-woo sweated and muttered to himself, gigantification. And that red aura? Who is this fool? Vladimir Puntino slammed his fist into Kim Dong-woo's head. So this is what Korean players are like? Vladimir asked coldly. It was Russia's national representative, warrior ranked 6th, Vladimir Puntino. The next game will be so easy, he said with a smirk. BattleNet, East North Asia League, Korea, lowest ranked, versus Russia, 3rd in East North Asia, day -7. The comments exploded online. Free kid, I saw it. Knockout in just 1 second, laughing out loud. DBSRL 97, he finally received karma for unloading his anger on innocent people, laughing out loud. Down Glason, that is what he gets for how he treated Song Ji-han. Mokaw, Vladi is unbelievably strong. Someone, I am scared. We are really going to get a portal. The national team began training despite the pressure and insults. Someone, the lives of the nation's people depend on all of you. Someone, let us at least avoid last place. Kim Dong-woo damaged the nation's image. Only Song Ji-han might be able to turn things around. Korea's BattleNet management gathered for emergency training with Song Ji-han. As Song Ji-han checked his phone, he clicked his tongue. Kim Dong-woo. He should have stayed quiet. He read a comment aloud. Song Ji-han will at least stop us from getting demoted. Seriously? Suddenly Ha Yeonju's voice came from behind him. You might as well defeat the Sword King and join the Champions League while you are at it. The gold-ranked player, who had publicly declared war on the Sword King, turned stunned. Ha Yeonju stepped forward. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Ha Yeonju, he replied. She was Korea's national team archer and captain, gift rank, SS, concentrated snipe. Good luck today, she said. It is special training for the match against Russia. During training, Song Ji-han stood in confusion as the captain barked orders. They are coming. Think of Song Ji-han as Vladimir. Yes, captain. Ha Yeonju unleashed her skill. Heist, multi-howitzer. Arrows rained down on Song Ji-han. He used flashing sky and thunder steps. Another teammate roared power dunk. The captain charged with shield charge. Let me test my improved martial spirit, Song Ji-han said. He activated thousand-fold rampage. Suddenly he froze. Ha Yeonju had pulled her bow and locked directly onto him. Arrow strike. The arrow flew, but his force stopped it mid-air. That is an absolute territory formed with martial spirit, he thought. The range is narrower than force, yet far more effective. What? What? Ha Yeonju gasped. Song Ji-han leaped toward her and swung his spear. Ha Yeonju winced and closed her eyes. Moments later, she opened them, and Song Ji-han was standing exactly where he began. We lost, she said quietly. Song Ji-han sighed. They are worse than I expected. The Sword King must have carried them so hard. I cannot even use my strategy like this. Suddenly, Kya! A shrill scream echoed. A girl shouted, I love you, Song Ji-han. You are so handsome, Song Ji-han. You are the best, Song Ji-han. A few minutes later inside the room, Ha Yeonju rubbed her temple. I told you to wait outside. Was that really so hard? Her sister pouted. I just wanted to see him up close. Song Ji-han blinked. That is her younger sister. She is a very popular idol. What is she doing here? Hayuri stepped forward with a bright smile. Hello, Mr. Song Ji-han. I am still talking to you, Ha Yeonju snapped. Hayuri continued cheerfully. I'm the vice manager of your fan club. The first. My name is Hayuri. I am also a singer, Hayuri, idol leader of Black Mamba, fan club username Downglason. Song Ji-han began sweating. It is a pleasure to meet you. You said you are my fan? Yes. I used my sister just so I could meet you in real life. I have been watching your streams since the very first one. Oh my goodness, I am going to have a heart attack. You are embarrassing me, Ha Yeonju muttered. Just take a picture and leave. Ask first. Ha Yuri clasped her hands. I can die happy now. Song Ji-han froze. Die. If I die right now, it will be from joy, she exclaimed, swaying as if about to faint. He quickly used his force to hold her up. Are you all right? She should be fine, Ha Yeonju said calmly. She is probably exhausted from her schedule. Ha Yuri stared at herself floating. This is Mr. Song Ji-han's force, the dream of every journalist. Should I join the guild so I can see him every day? With your C-rank gift, Ha Yeonju asked flatly. This is not the time for that, Song Ji-han thought. You should be grateful and continue your K-pop career, Ha Yeonju added. But they say you should quit when you are at your most popular, Ha Yuri whispered. Song Ji-han sighed internally. I finally learned the God-destroying technique, but with a team like this I will never have time to prepare. But my gift is support type. Ha Yuri protested. Someone must want me. What about your salary? Ha Yeonju asked. Being able to see Mr. Ji-han up close is worth more than anything. No, your gift is just a little too, Ha Yeonju started. The captain, his teammates, and the manager all stared at Ha Yuri in complete silence. Seong Ji-han rubbed his forehead and muttered to himself, These people are not even practicing what I told them. Even the manager is here. The team, however, was having an entirely different conversation. It is Ha Yuri. She is even prettier in real life. I want her autograph. A picture, maybe. The captain added. Ha Yuri puffed her cheeks. What is wrong with my evaluation gift? Song Ji-han turned toward them, baffled. What, evaluation? That can be considered a B rank depending on how it is used. Ha Yeonju scoffed. How are you going to survive in this field with a C rank evaluation gift? Yes, whatever, Miss S rank gift. Ha Yuri shot back. Song Ji-han suddenly asked, Do you really have an evaluation gift? Ha Yuri froze. Yes. It is C rank though. May I look at your status window, if it is not too much trouble? Yes, of course. She pulled it up. Evaluation, gift rank, C. See the true nature of others. See the hidden abilities of items. Check a player's abilities. Seong Ji-han's eyes narrowed. It really is genuine. Korea does not have many players with this gift. Wait, now that I think about it, this could be extremely useful. He glanced at the captain and his team drooling over Ha Yuri instead of training. Miss Yuri, yes, she stammered. Could you do me a favor? From Ha Yuri's point of view, it looked like Seong Ji-han was standing in a field of flowers, extending his hand toward her. A favor? She whispered. Her eyes glistened. Am I finally going to retire from K-pop and join his guild? Of course. I will do anything. Thank you. Then everyone. A few moments later, Ha Yuri sat inside a metal cage, still in tears and utterly confused. Song Ji-han addressed the I am going to attack all of you, so protect Ha Yuri from me. The captain and the team stared in horror several minutes earlier. Song Ji-han exhaled heavily. I had her evaluate every one of them, but every single stat she reported was awful. I was so disappointed. Mr. Ji-han, Ha Yuri said, stepping forward. I have finished evaluating everyone. I suppose the only good news is that there is still room for improvement, he thought. Yet at this rate, we will never win against Russia. If Vladimir attacks us in his final form, how are we supposed to? He paused. I suppose that is the only way to do that. He straightened. Thank you for receiving her evaluation. I have thought of a training method based on her results. He looked at them. Will you come with me to the training grounds? You as well, Yuri. Me too, she gasped. Okay, now, in the present. Ha Yuri clutched the bars of the cage. It is simple, Song Ji-han said. You only have to protect Ha Yuri. Protect her, a warrior asked. From what? From me. Song Ji-han charged forward. This training will not end until all of you can fend me off for 5 minutes. BattleNet East to North Asia League begins. Korea, lowest ranked, versus Russia. Third in East North Asia, D-Day. The comments poured in. She 54, Kim's Nation. The very easy nation. Down Glason, yes, we are going to win 2-0. Seong's Nation, let us go. Let us escape last place this time, please, the announcer declared. Your long-awaited World BattleNet North to East Asia League is finally beginning. Russia, aiming to advance their ranking. Here they come. Vladimir Puntino stepped forward with his team. 6th ranked warrior, gift, S rank berserker. Vladimir Puntino, online comments exploded. Good lord, they are all extremely muscular. Russia brought an entire team of warriors. An alpha male squad for real. Vladimir smirked. Finally we meet, Song Ji-han. The announcer continued. Facing them is the team that will be demoted if they fail to win this match. Here comes Korea. The comments surged again. Win this for us, Ji-han. Let us go. Song Ji-han's debut game. I am betting everything on this match. Who will return home victorious? The announcer shouted. Begin. Song Ji-han dashed ahead. Let us proceed according to plan. The captain and his team stayed in the rear. The Russian squad charged straight at Song Ji-han. Song Jihan said, first we will gauge their strength. He unleashed his skill, thousand-fold rampage. Song Jihan said to himself, they can endure that much? They are definitely stronger than the Korean team. Vladimir Puntino rushed close, practically face to face, and said, you must be Song Jihan. Let me see how your blood tastes. He swung his axe with savage force. Song Jihan replied, aren't you the one who needs to bleed to become stronger? Vladimir Puntino grinned. The two of them clashed violently, exchanging powerful strikes. Blood burst from Vladimir's arm as their attacks collided. A system notification appeared. Berserker has smelled blood. Activating trait, Blood Rage. Attack damage and speed increase proportional to the amount of health lost. 3 out of 10. Vladimir's muscles swelled as he towered over Song Jihan. Song Jihan caught the blow, his wrist twisting as he redirected the force and leapt away. Vladimir Puntino thought to himself, I have Berserker active, yet I was the one pushed back. It is a bit early, but I should end the match now. He looked back at his comrades. Comrades, give me your strength. The Russian team instantly responded. For our victory, for our mother nation. A system notification appeared. Nail of Sacrifice, effect. Sacrifice yourself to greatly buff one teammate for 3 minutes. Song Jihan thought, I knew it. He struck Vladimir and shouted, stop the Russians from using those items. He looked at Ha Yeonju. Right now, Ha Yeonju answered, okay. She fired her skill, Serial Arrow Strike. The Russian team blocked her arrows, but the impacts forced pained groans from them. Cook, Vladimir Puntino growled to himself. Those fools. They are trying to stop us from using Nail of Sacrifice. If this continues, I will lose my teammates, and he will gain the advantage. A Russian warrior roared, Who? This will not stop us, warriors. Multiple system notifications appeared. Nail of Sacrifice used. Sacrifice in effect. Vladimir activated his skill. Big mountain press plateau. You are stronger than people say, he shouted. Song Jihan thought, he is fast. Vladimir suddenly appeared behind him. I will make sure my comrade's sacrifice is not in vain. Vladimir roared as he struck. Song Jihan was sent flying like a fired bullet. He thought, Kyuk! This is exactly what I feared. The Russian team used the same tactic against the Sword King in my previous life. With all those buffs, Vladimir is now ranked second among warrior players worldwide. Vladimir said, I assume you tried to prevent this very situation, but too bad. Song Jihan smirked. Sacrificing your own team to turn the tables. He soared toward Vladimir and thought, I have the exact same idea. He shot upward, soaring above Vladimir Puntino. His pauldron shattered from the impact. My current strength is only barely even with yours, Song Jihan thought. He leapt backward, landing beside his team. Vladimir barked, Are you avoiding my attacks? You were so confident earlier, yet now you run like a coward. Song Jihan replied, I failed to end the game before phase 2. Now it is your turn. He drew his shadow sword. Let us proceed with plan B. He stood firmly with his team, ready for the next clash. Thank you so much for watching. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to help me grow my channel. Your support means the world to me. Don't forget to leave a comment below. I love hearing from you. Let's keep the conversation going and get those analytics buzzing. Until next time, take care.